great things.
There is the WNBA in NBA 2K now. That's really cool because it's the first year that we were doing it. How do you think this helps the league?
I mean, it helps me out so much.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on GA. Well, a terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. So a look at our starters for the Knicks.
Here we go.
We've got Kevin Love. Joe Ingles is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Robinson. And it's Paul in at the point. And for Charlotte, Towns is out there with Randall. And it's Smith. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And tonight, Brent, classic battle of pivot men. Talk about some of your favorite center matchups historically.
Well, we hear a lot and we see a lot in terms of the nostalgia of Wilt Chamberlain going up against Bill Russell. I remember years watching in front of the television Hakeem Olajuwon playing against David Robinson in some Western Conference battles. I don't know that we're going to see that much in the next 4 or 5 years, Kevin. We know where the game is going, and those post matchups end up becoming somewhere near the three-point line nowadays.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. This, their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
And Ayton stays with it.
Well, we talk about the offensive rebounding ability, and they're all about Ayton's timing. What a dunk.
Paul passes to Love. New York moving it around. The shot's good from Paul.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
To the left side wing. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Towns finds Randall. Kept alive by Charlotte. Cousins, the pass to Towns. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Towns has got his second bucket.
Cousins just sensing there was going to be an opening and then found his man.
Well, Brent, you look at the size and athleticism of DeMarcus Cousins, and you can forget just how skilled he is.
Well, the interesting part about Cousins, and as his career goes on, especially coming off the injury, Kevin, what does he rely on? Well, when he came into the league, as you said, he had that skill set. He's going to rely more and more on that ability to shoot the ball and to still make plays so that he's still an impact player in the NBA.
Now, here's Cousins. Following the shot by Chris Paul. Shot from the top of the key. And it's Towns missing.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And it's out of bounds. The Bobcats will take it the other way. 1:30 left in the first quarter of the game. Cousins with it. Passes it to Towns. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either. Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Cousins. Down low. Here's Ayton. Over Love. And that one's good, Ayton.
The big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
Paul against Cousins. From 15 feet away, it's tipped.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Smith kicks to Cousins. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Paul. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. To the wing on the left. Robinson for 3. Unable to get that one. And so it's Charlotte in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the... Ball talks about the matchups he faces.
Toughest position in the NBA night in.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Julius Randle is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Ayton, and it's Smith, and it's Cousins in at the point guard. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. And it's the Bobcats with the ball. And they double up Cousins. Towns wide open. It's good from long range. Towns has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bobcats.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
Now here is Smith. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Towns, the pass to Ayton. Over Paul. Trying to get open is Randle, and he can extend the lead to double digits. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable three-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
Here's Smith following the score by New York. And here's Towns. He's got 9. Knocked loose. Stolen by Robinson. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Now, here's Cousins. Out to Smith. From deep. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 5 assists tonight.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Paul. Outside Robinson. Brent, for your money, who's the most complete player in the NBA right now?
Over the course of the past 2 years, nobody has impressed me more with his complete game than Kevin Durant. What he has done defensively has just been tremendous. And I know you have guys like Giannis, you have guys like Harden, you have guys like LeBron James, who are incredible players.
And Kawhi, what he did last year. Yeah.
But Kevin Durant, to me, still is one of the most impressive complete players that we have in the game.
It was to the chagrin of many that Cousins joined the Warriors last season, but it looked to be the right choice for him. Got to take his time rehabbing and came back to a team in first place with no pressure. And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Here's Randle. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, Randle finding out some creative ways how to score on the inside, becoming smarter and more adept at doing so.
Gallinari surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Gallinari's got his second bucket of the night.
And Gallo knows how to finish through contact. Excellent touch from there from the big fella.
Pass to Ayton. Smith for 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
They're running. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Cousins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gallinari.
The tricks of the big man, DeMarcus Cousins, on display there. Terrific at showing the ball, getting his man to jump out of position, and taking full advantage.
Paul for three. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Thank you, Kevin, with Karl Anthony Towns.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Taking a look at Charlotte. Kenny, what did you see from them?
They were really efficient.
And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Robinson. Gallinari is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And so it's New York with it. Knicks trail by 4. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Ayton. The pass to Randall. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Randall's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Bobcats.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
Count it, and the Bobcat lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Love.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Smith outside. Pass to Randall. And Cousins kicks to Smith. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Ayton. That one doesn't go. So New York will take it the other way. Here's Paul, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Robinson's got 3 assists in the game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Now, here is Smith. Charlotte needs to get a shot at Towns, and it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Love outside. 1:16 left in the third. Gallinari against Randall. And it's Gallinari missing.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Now here's Towns following the shot by Chris Paul. Here's Ayton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Love.
Well, the defense respects Ayton's ability to score, especially from that area on the floor. He becomes dangerous.
Ayton hits them both.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
It's stolen by Randall. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And J.R. Smith with the slam.
J.R. going to the rim, showing that he's still got a burst of speed.
Now here's Paul. He's got 12. They need this. That one falls. Paul's got 4 points this quarter. And so it's Charlotte holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've played the better game. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Julius Randle, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Smith. Then there's Ayton, and it's Towns in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Such a power player is Cousins. Fantastic, fighting his way through whatever kind of challenge the defense wants to throw at him.
And it's Paul missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Gallinari against Cousins. Randle right side. Tries again. Up again. And Ayton stays with it. And the Bobcats lead by 15.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Robinson dishes to Gallinari. Ingles against Ayton. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Smith.
Pretty evident the kind of player that J.R. Smith is, really a Wild West gunner and a guy who can win you games and sometimes put your team in a little bit of a bind if he gets streaky shooting the basketball.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Brent, you know, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up.
Yes.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
Ingles against Ayton. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot to stop the run. No good off the back of the rim. Charlotte leading by 18. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Smith on the wing. Ingles covering. Randle no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Charlotte.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeMarcus Cousins.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Pass to House. Now Fultz. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
And the pass to Giles. It's good.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fultz with the ball. Pass to House. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Free throw drops for House. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Clemens. A rebound by Rab.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
El poder de DeAndre, así es de track arde, mételo en tu playlist luego. No soy Anthony Davis.